Hi there, and welcome to the first of a very short series of videos on the IELTS listening exam. Today we'll look at a very common question type, form completion. Form completion often appears in part 1 of the exam. You know this situation well from everyday life. Think of when you go to the bank, the post office, or the student information centre at your university. They hand you a piece of paper, a form, and ask you to fill in personal details, things like your name, address, date of birth, or your nationality. So this is form completion. It tests your ability to listen to a conversation and to note down the relevant information at the same time. It's a kind of multitasking activity. But let's have a look at a real example together from the official IELTS sample papers. Here we go. For every IELTS task, in listening, but also in reading and writing, make sure to read your instructions carefully. So in this case, we have questions from 1 to 8, and the instructions write no more than 3 words and or a number. So this means we can have 1 word, or 2, or 3 words, and in each case you can also have a number, and this is the possible answer for each space in our listening below. So let's have a look at what they want in this exercise. So in this listening, our form is from Packham's shipping agency, and it's a customer quotation form. A shipping agency is a company that delivers packets, parcels or post, like DHL or UPS. A quotation form is like an offer. They're giving you an estimate how much they think your packet or parcel is going to cost to send abroad. Our example in this exercise is the country of destination, and the answer here is just one word, Kenya. Let's see what other details they're looking for in this exercise. So for number 1, we have a clue, which is the name. We have Jacob and then number 1. So Jacob is the first name and number 1 is going to be the second name or the family name. Sometimes in IELTS they'll spell this out for you with letters, sometimes not. Number 2 is the address to be collected from. So it's Something College, Downlands Road in Bristol. I'll give you a little clue for this one. Sometimes in IELTS they give you several words that you already know and they put them together into one compound word. This one is a compound word from 2 words that you definitely know already. You just need to listen carefully for this one. Number 3 is a postcode. So this will be a combination of letters and numbers. There's no magic trick for this one. You just need to listen carefully and note down the letters and numbers. Numbers 4 and 5 are all about the size of the container. So if we look at the length on the left, 1.5 meters, numbers 4 and 5 are the width, how wide the container is, and the height, how high the container is. And let me give you another little tip here. Because the length is in meters, 1.5 meters, the width and the height are probably also going to be in meters. So next we look at the contents of the box, or what's inside. So we have 2 items, number 6 and 7, and we have a little hint at the start, which is clothes. So we're listening out for 2 more items, 6 and 7. There's no secret trick for this, just listen carefully. Last but not least, we have number 8. So this is the total estimated value of the box. This means how much are the contents worth, and this is given to us in pounds. We know that this is definitely going to be a number, so once again, just listen carefully. So we know what we're looking for. I wish you really good luck, and we'll correct the answers together in a couple of minutes. Here we go.
You will hear a telephone conversation between a customer and an agent at a company which ships large boxes overseas.
Good morning, Packham's shipping agents. Can I help you?
Oh, yes. I'm ringing to make inquiries about sending a large box, a container, back home to Kenya from the UK.
Yes, of course. Would you like me to try and find some quotations for you?
Yes, that'd be great. Thank you.
Well, first of all, I need a few details from you.
Fine.
Can I take your name?
It's Jacob Mkere.
Can you spell your surname, please?
Yes, it's M-K-E-R-E.
Is that M for mother?
Yes.
Thank you. And you say that you will be sending the box to Kenya?
That's right.
And where would you like the box picked up from?
From college, if possible.
Yes, of course. I'll take down the address now.
It's Westall College.
Is that W-E-S-T-A-L-L?
Yes, college.
Westall College. And where's that?
It's Downlands Road in Bristol.
Oh, yes, I know it. And the postcode?
It's BS8 9PU.
Right. And I need to know the size.
Yes, I've measured it carefully and it's 1.5 metres long,
Right.
0.75 metres wide,
Okay.
and it's 0.5 metres high or deep.
Great. So I'll calculate the volume in a moment and get some quotes for that. But first, can you tell me, very generally, what will be in the box?
Yes, there's mostly clothes.
Okay.
And there's some books.
Okay, good. Anything else?
Yes, there's also some toys.
Okay, and what is the total value, do you think, of the contents?
Well, the main costs are the clothes and the books. They'll be about £1,500. But then the toys are about another £200. So I'd put down £1,700.
So let's see how you've done. The answer to number 1 was Mkere. So an unfamiliar name for most of us, but helpfully they've spelled it out. M-K-E-R-E. The address was Westall College, so 2 words that we knew, West and All, and they often combine them to make a compound word, Westall. And finally the postcode BS8 9PU. So let's have a look at the details for our box. So here's the tricky part. Our container was 0.75 metres wide and 0.5 metres high. In the recording they used the word naught, so 0.75 and 0.5. Naught is a British word, it just means zero. It rhymes with thought, bought or caught. It's a particularly British word. And it's worth saying that in IELTS, they're pretty flexible with how they mark listening. So if you had 0.75 or 3/4 of a metre or 75 centimetres, that would be fine. And for the height, half a metre or 50 centimetres would also be fine. The contents of the box were toys and books. You can have toys first and books second, or books first and toys second. It makes no difference. And you can also have some toys or some books. And as I said, IELTS is quite flexible when you make lists in this way. And finally, the estimated value of the container was £1,700. Pretty simple and straightforward. Hopefully you've gotten 6, 7 or even all 8 answers correct on this exercise. Our next question type is multiple choice questions. Remember to hit like or subscribe to keep these lessons free, and I'll see you in our next video.